limit. Well, the V-Sync is on though, so not think I really need it though. But sure, let's do it. Yes, I did start the demo, so maybe I'll try to kind of get the start a little faster. Oh wait, continue. And just continue from where I stopped. Shall we? Or shall we kind of restart? Let's do the restart probably. Erase the progress. Yeah, it was like the demo progress basically from the next fest. Which is kind of nice if you actually can just continue it, but let's do it from the start. A biome facility somewhere in the US, 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married?
Yep.
Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you...
Do we? Want this?
Good. He's ready.
It's gonna be nice. And this one will do full run. I'm gonna finish it today. It's kind of small though, apparently. So a couple of hours today. And probably on Thursday maybe we'll finish. FBI headquarters. Just type anything. It will type it right. Convenient. A Tanner from high school arrived. Assigned to the operator program. Read the following document before proceeding. Secure monitor federal government terminal. All unauthorized access is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Sharing any information from the terminal with unauthorized personnel is forbidden and also subject to criminal prosecution. As the operator program, specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. Agents call the hotline. A call is dispatched to secretaries who verify agents' identity, clearance level, and request. Request is forwarded to the supervisor. Supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. Direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. Additional information, contact your supervisor. The operator program is extremely confidential. Sure.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
I'm not following.
What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Ja, Director Trench. Sure.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day. All right?
Direct at range, don't worry.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI.
Try
I assume
maybe
you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator
here
program?
for now. I read the welcome document.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
Think I'm ready, sir.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Not really sure.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you
Choose
later with your first
operator.
real request.
Sure. The serial killer. I mean, you never know. You never know what is up here. Guess we'll see.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
Sure.
I'm patching the agent through now.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
This right.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival, is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar, and some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Let's see him.
Thanks, operator. Okay, I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Here's the files. Alright. Yeah, that's the name
That's
list.
the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long, and to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
That sounds very relevant to something at least. I was doing some research in some of these. That's not how you're supposed to do it. That will be for later, I guess.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl. Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis. Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
No necessary clearance. Sus.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Classic, man. All the surveillance stuff. And when like the mobile phones and everything already can film the Hollywood tier quality. Surveillance remains garbage. Typical. Hey, hello. True, I mean, that is indeed not false though. Damn, Termas got like all the life advice there. Time to pick what fits. Time to pick what fits. And what to do when stuck in life. Insane dankness. Let's like, let me finish the food. Actually, they're still gonna be yapping and stuff going. Hey Zodiac, hello. How we doing, man? Alright. Owner stolen, no. Possession of drugs and the Grand Theft Auto. Or belongs him. Doesn't mean anything, but I guess.
Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do. Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either.
Getting caught in the
I'll
riptide there,
contact you
true.
later with your next request.
Great, but not bad. Not like there's anything else we could do. Most wanted. Birmingham delivering several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities. Come on, I'm reading here.
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Don't understand.
God damn it! Who are you?
Operator Teller.
Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interest, hobbies,
Big
full-blooded
mistake.
passions.
That's
I
all
don't have
surrogate
time
activities,
for
sir.
this.
Should abandon those. It's all about the work in the FDI. Gotta make that bread. No other life. Not allowed. Tell me about the keys.
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Dryfield, Nevada.
Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns.
I actually think aliens were involved.
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
The marks are reading some terrorist literature there. Shaken by SMH. Getting us in those debates to recruit us. See how it is.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
That we're looking
There's
for
something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men, just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
Hold it.
Here
Let's
are the
go.
files.
I'm doing all proper official there. Connie Moore's reappearance in 3592 recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. A victim, agent, and transcriber. More about the day you disappeared. As hiking in the desert out by Dryfield, sometimes I do that to clear my head, not to take photos, and photography is sort of a hobby of mine. Is that your camera? Walker points to a camera on the table. Yes, it is. Tells you remember about the day in the desert. It's a little blurry, and I wanted to hike around Mount Mori. Remember that? It's really beautiful at this time of year. Remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. Looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. Their ship, the UFO. Then I think it landed to the east. I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Is there someone with you in this room? Don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there, all around me, the aliens. Did they look like? The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw the silhouettes. You describe them the best that you can. They're human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. That's disturbing, actually. Couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. Do you remember about the room? It was white, I mean entirely white. Antiseptic. Smelled sort of like hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing. Just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, study me. I was so scared I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical. And there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Tell us anything else, Connie. Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Rye Field. Head was throbbing. Maybe because of their drugs or mind probes, I don't know. Wander around out there. Luckily somebody found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Let's see. Cell phone triangulation report. Phone tower pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance on 2592 and from the day that she reappeared, 3592. No pings between the time of her disappearance on 205 to her reappearance on 305 at 3:27 p.m. Alright, so that was the pings there. 11:56 a.m. 3:27, 401. Show timestamps. Alright, so 9:19. 9:43 a.m. 10:13. One case. That's when she actually went all the way here. .205 and 2:21. Doesn't sound right. Photo was taken in 2:21, 16 days after her disappearance.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Oh, well, I guess kinda here.
Alright. Now check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
One case. Got hacker bond. Bond case. Hello, Ivan. Who the heck are you? Name is all. That was supposed to be pretty obvious by now. Didn't you see my cool graphics? Hacking into FDI. Kinda figured that one out. I wouldn't if I didn't have to, but since you guys aren't really doing your jobs, what do you mean? Let me show you something. Now remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Didn't see her name, did you even? Didn't in the demo I did, the abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. I don't think the guy kidnapped them though. Got one last thing, and then this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now even, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. We'll catch you. I will get you this.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
I got like in Monday.
Hal? I thought we had taken care of that problem. I will look into this matter immediately with our cybersecurity department. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
Sure. Power off. What a nice work day. Feels good. Hey Gulshan, hello. How are we doing? Is it time for surrogate activities? Not even grinding? I hope you go to the farm to collect corn. Nice, Gulshan, nice. Doing good, man, doing good. Doing pretty good. The operator, the detective one. The cat is mad. Feed the cat. Now time for the real activities. Back to work. Back to the grind. Realistic graphics, yeah. That's how the surrogate activities look. They're not important. So you can just blur them and ignore them. Now back to the real shit. Took some pills and stuff too, sounded like. Booting up the real life. There we go.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Went pretty well, eh?
All right. That's what I like to hear. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Sure. Director Tridge.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
I'll see about that. Kinda doubt it.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
And that was our
So I
sauce
checked out the
guy.
address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Now, which part?
Well, the most important part. The part where Wells is shot. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Well, let's see. And he's gone, alright. There was like one light missing there. It's like that's relevant though. This kinda can be. On beginning of the video, but off in the end.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
What about the bullet? .45 ACP. Oh, this.
That's the photo I sent you of the bullet, operator.
Yeah.
Can you analyze it and tell me what type of bullet it is?
Sure. .45, huh?
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep
Covering
digging
up the
and see if you can find
elements.
anything
In
else
one
from our
case. Find anything else? No, there we go. Not you. That stings. Thought you and I were becoming friends. I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. What do you mean? See, we share a common goal. You and me and the FDI. Just don't know it yet. So here is what I'm going to do. Help you with the Wells case, but you have to help me later when I ask for it. And do we have ourselves a deal? Can't do anything illegal. Help a criminal. Because, as I already said, we share a goal. And because without my help, you and Agent Pendle will never solve this case. Wells's killer will still be on the loose. And sadly, you'll never climb the ranks of the FBI. Could you help me? Have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Will you do the deal or won't you? I need your answer. I need it now. I can't do anything illegal. I want to be. I mean, apart from working with me. World's most wanted hacker. I see the choice. Guess she could use my help. It could be her knight in shining armor even. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big juicy missing part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. When this looks sus. Somebody asks how you got the missing footage. Just say the analysis software restored it. Supposed to be a cutting edge anyway. Alright. So do we have ourselves a deal? Fine, whatever. I need to say it even. Say we have a deal, Harlem. Fine. Good, and now give me a few seconds to run my script. Come uncensored. Alright, the missing footage has been magically restored. Hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt even. Until then... I'll see. Maybe I'll get something there. $1991 Red Door Charger. The car.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get that, Tanner?
Salter recovered the missing part.
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I don't want to be greedy, but can you give me a better image of the shooter's face?
Can't even get it there. That seems like shit quality. Damn son. Apparently not really.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Alright, sure.
Yes, that's it. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
I'm doing my job. And time for the missing one. About that depth even. I see. I'll get this over with them. Good, and now I'm going to connect you to another FBI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. No secure, mon case. No. No secure doesn't sound good, eh? You're right, Janelo. How we doing?
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
This all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Doing good, Ryan, doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Vi chillen, vi chillen. Si på det se. Timing sounds that strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
And I'll help you with this.
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Well, let's see. Let's see what I see. Not enough clearance. Everything deleted. Don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
How can we access the files? That's when the hall comes in.
Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
I'm just working on this very thing. I can't give you a direct access to the files, but found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that will get you in. Let's type this. Just some SQL request there. These all the same. No, they're not. What's the difference with these two? Okay, let's see what's the difference. I just injected in both chats, I guess.
By
Alright.
being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
The following report is written by Agent Andrews. A modified one by case ID status closed, death caused by accidental fire from malfunctioning wiring in the victim's oven. Catherine Andrews. 2:25/1992 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Knowing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained on the scene. Single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records. Tenant information in the wedding ring was discovered. Autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of a forced entry or struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. Fire response team report referred to reports concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. A ring inscription Sasha and Mia engraved on this inside. The ash sample, chemical sample, automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. I can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Review the user manual relative to the chemical sample analysis process before proceeding. Find documents in your personal drive. The chem scan LCA, and yeah, there's like supervisor kind of supervising all that right now. I'm not thinking anything is saucy going on. For use in operation does not replace proper training in handling chemicals. Manufacturer and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, losses resulting from the fire of the use of the instruments or handling chemicals in a manner not in accordance with this manual applicable laws and regulations. Welcome to user manual for the ChemScan LCA chemical analyzer. Hey, hello. How we doing, man? This manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instrument to perform chemical analysis. Please read this manual carefully before using ChemScan LCA. Follow instructions to ensure safe and proper operation of the instrument. Any questions or concerns about the use, please contact us. Open sample in the dedicated ChemScan LCA software. Input appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Start analysis process. Note that this may take some time. Once analysis is complete, open the report. Input the results from ChemScan LCA analysis and initiate the calculation. Alright. The data report. Sample. Oh, wait a second. Can we do it in ChemScan? Alright, that's opened already. Start. Got the settings. Put the appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Are they here? Oh, there they are here. I see. State solid. The solid sample ion size around 6.0. Sure. Hey, Gustamon, hello. How we doing, man? If the material is organic, ion size might be set at 3.5. Non-organic. Gaseous sample, well, totally not. Delta V can be calculated using the following formula for organic, for non-organic. Sample weight x 100. Sample weight x 100. Is it in grams? 420. Haha. Threshold value will depend on the delta V under the sample type. Solid samples threshold should be set to half the delta V. Sure. Sample matrix size default is 5. I'm using older version, 1.3 or lower. That's the newer one, seems like. But set the size to 4, so we need to do the 5 there. See, Gustabani, see. Sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day. Scan it. Alright, data scan report. So let's see. Frequencies. So are we getting the ones that are... How to read results. Alright, the result analysis frequency response curve, additional sample characteristics, pH, radioactivity, etc. Those values are going to be used by a data report. Input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. Entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. Let's see, highest to lowest intensity, you see. Okay, where did it go there? 1.21. It's getting a little too much there. 0.26. $45. 53. $10.60. Sellows gasoline. Amonka is. Traces of gasoline in the fire.
Knew it. Faulty wiring might. You know what? This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you going to do now?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
So,
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her music house. I found something else out there. Thought she was a pianist. She was 3 months pregnant. The thought of her raising that child on her own, everything that happened, she thought it was and one day, she and the baby would suddenly go home. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
still here.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Sure. Oh, the super dark. No rain but the clouds. I see. Happens. I do be quite lazy then. I do be quite lazy. And good luck. Oh, the supervisor kick in now. How was the supervisor actually supervising that? Thinking about it. Found evidence proving the fire was an accident. Well done, Ivan. Maybe there is hope for you yet. The way the FBI handled the cold case, it's strange, don't you think? Does seem suspicious. Yes, it does. I just don't know what they are hiding. Or why. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. Hacked into your computer, I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry, if I didn't have a good reason. I have literally no idea. Maybe you are thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Director Trench. In one case. Be careful.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Where's Director Trench?
I see that You've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
I wanted to catch up with the case.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
Absolutely. Director Trench.
I'll
Sure.
talk to you later.
Elia, hello. Got the work on it? No, I don't think so. Don't think I did. It's probably difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing even. So reward, I'll tell you something about myself, something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FDI, I used to work there. Got the Giga rating with Thunder. I see. It does sound confident. Public demo releasing. I see. Nice. We'll check. They'll be quite loaded for this week though, that's for sure. Where the FDI? Can't tell you more for at the moment, but yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. Do I do now, Hal? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, even. I'll see. Disappearance case now. Oh, 55. Time to go to work, to go home. Come on. The surrogates await, man.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
Operator Tanner.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yes, sir.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
Something disturbing.
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved.
Funny stones.
Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Amazor. A body and how many corpses, huh?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
Mon guys.
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Consider it done.
Let me
Now
send
let's
you the
see.
files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About
Roseville.
goddamn time.
The skeleton appears to be female. estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Another photo book. Come to the facility. Come to the facility, Gabby, and give hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Henry Jenkins. Oh, that's the guy who was killed, wasn't it? Well, Gabby, need more info on that, I assume, then.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Well, I mean... Can we find more? It probably is here. I assume. Might try to find it some other way, though. Oh, give me Bruce. Can that be? Age 9. That sounds about right.
How did you find this, Tanner?
None least from another case. I like
Just
Connie.
when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Well, a whole bunch even.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Let's see what's gonna be. I mean, you can actually do the search. Maybe a guy. Should have found him. Right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
What the cross out mean? Well, I assume I did. Oh wait, it was the... Ah, these aren't though. Actually, interesting. So I assume they kinda all did get though. Do we need to look for someone else to figure it out? Stuff is missing. Person is missing.
Must be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
How's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? I'm sending everything your way. There you go. Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh.
Open the second one. Password requested. I was on dispense. Try the basic stuff. I doubt it though, but you never know. No, not this one. You want me to use the question mark? I think we just need to look for some other stuff probably. Bot gear.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Let's see. What can that be? How can that one do? What that one can mean, rather. Info on this guy is not really hidden, though. FMP1138. RS2. Do we have some ops for that? Do we need our friend Hackerman? They really want me to do the question mark. It's going to run something or whatever. I'll find what is this then.
The symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk look to be there for a reason, Tanner. I suggest checking those two files for clues about the password. Focus.
Oh yeah, I didn't check the
Maybe
first
keep
floppy
those
disk,
two
of
files
course.
open and see if you can do something with them.
Yeah. Didn't check the folder even. And the scientific stuff. Now the full potential, 66, 72 min until 5 max. That's something about residue there. Significantly increase the frequency and amplitude of EPCS. SCs rather, indicating enhancement of synaptic transmission. P1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity. Applications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. A little Indian standard. I'll use Indian. Dr. Jenkins himself. The biome facility. That's where the game started. Such passionate, talented scientist, even if in a subsidiary role. Meeting Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138, a key component of his research project. Did not disclose much. I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy and appears to be of great importance. Trials which are scheduled to commence in a few days once I'm well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place. Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. Truly optimistic, our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. So we needed FMP 1138 and then res 2. It'd be like both there. Something missing there. I kinda doubt it though. Yeah, you can do the dots there. Actually, wait a second. The Maximals use Indian. Let me see. The Little Indian Standards. 66.72. 105 max. Result. The mean frequency amplitude of excitatory postsynaptic currents. Could be just two numbers there. So it's like 50, 75. So that's gonna be like 60 something. Could be a 62, 71, 87. Can be. No, not really. It kind of goes on the other side too, so that doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound right there. The Little Indian Standard. Was it this one? 599, subjects 98. I know it's just like 87 or something. That doesn't sound right. Minimum and the maximum. Mean frequency and amplitude. Kinda assumed actually, maybe. Oh yeah, it's kinda like also, yeah, it's just the frequencies. Doesn't go to 100 here though. increases. That should improve connectivity and plasticity. Hmm. $71, $87, $76. Nah. These two connected. The rest two in FMP, so these two. Can be like just that. Nope. Do we need to connect them this way then? Oh. Just connect the windows themselves, let's say. A 105 Indian then, alright. It's a little different. No. This way. If you're reading this, means I'm no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, share my story with anyone who can make things right. It's Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the biome facility. I'm writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I'll most likely be sent to the desert, the burial site with all my belongings. Deserve this punishment. I'm sick, so sick of everything that we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project EVA test subject. He was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. Our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning. I now see that we went too far, and I'm ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. I have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered, and perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. But I assume the floppy disk contained only my research papers, and regardless, what truly matters now is you. I have the power to stop this. On Facility 22 East Border Street, Bedford, MD. Do not be as cowardly as I was. No, I assume. It worked at the biome facility. It's here.
I'll let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight,
This guy's gone too.
I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Get rid of yourself. He gone. He's so dead. I've seen that's how everything out of your work should look. It's the blur of useless stuff.
Something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
But we also were in that facility, though. Are we the only successful experiment? The only one. And that name in the list. Probably. Most important part of the day, feeding the cat. Six AM, my jam, dude. My jam. Back to work. I guess the body's not gonna contact us today. He's gonna contact and say everything's good. Nothing saucy there. Will he?
Good morning, Evan.
Director Trench.
Look, about yesterday, this business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
Absolutely understand.
Thanks. Guess the FDI has got me wound a little tight these days. Well, I'd better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Have a good one, sure. Ja, det live.
Operator Tanner, that you?
Still me.
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
No.
Well, somebody beat me to the facility, Tanner.
What do you mean?
The BioM facility burned down last night, Tanner. Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Goddamn operator program.
What are we doing now?
Well, an investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
Now there was wiring in the oven again. The usual. And Agent 47, one and only. Taking a while. Come on, man. It ain't that hard to set it on fire. I can do it. Foster. I can just keep, of course, so. But that ain't fun. I didn't destroy this footage then. I did it in the garage. It's gonna probably appear there in the very end. Appear at the very end there. Don't have any ash to analyze this time. Gotta prove it just from the video. That video doesn't give us much. Okay, Judy, hello. Hello again. How are you, man? Some busy day there. Some busy day. A back-breaking physical labor in 40 degrees heat. And Monka is. That doesn't sound good, huh? Is it that hot there? Are you exaggerating it a little? A little. Yeah, it's kind of hot though. Well, I'm gonna lie. Now I also have like my window and everything here closed because friends arrived. Though a little more warm now for me. Yeah, I see, Jordy, I see. Damn, destroying them plants feels bad. Got the garden running a little wild there, I see. Are you appearing there already? Come on. Yeah, I see, Jordy, I see. Alright, there's the alarm going. And there's the guy leaving. 47. Another one. Another saucy guy. Nah. That's a suspect though. Need to still get the Did you just lift? Can that be the case? The case, literally. Ah, the jerry can, I see. Didn't even hide that. Didn't try to pretend.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy?
No much in the DB.
That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Yeah, take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner?
Find the code, sure. Let's see what it was like. Type it in. Got you.
Let me see if this works.
Seems like it did.
All right, I'm in. Damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner! Now, let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the investigative team left behind. Sure as hell won't be easy. Because this place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility.
Something else I can do.
While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
Exactly looking for.
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you. An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, alright?
Could it be the one from a different case that we had? Seems like it.
Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation? Ouch. Tough draw for the rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the? See what I'm seeing, Tanner? Looks like our gal, Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient.
Well, that we kind of already figured, though. She just didn't disappear like some other some other people. She hiding this from us.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway.
And we were the patient that I assume too.
Nope. Looks like either the first responders took that info with them or it burned in the fire. Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner. And I'll contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
And what do you want now? Don't contact Pendle. Why not? Can you stop with all caps there? Agent Walker, though really grumpy, is right. There's a mole in the operator program. A hairy, stinking little mole, and even. Could be Skinner. Why do you say that? Never heard him talking about me. You did, I'll keep that in mind. Look, I have a plan even. plan that will expose our mole and bring out the ghost. A 2-for-1, hell special. Who's the ghost? Not the guy. That's what I'm calling the guy who doesn't appear in your databases. Good name, don't you think? Murdered wells and set fire to the biome facility. Yeah, sure he killed Mia Cole too. Tell me the plan. So Walker told you that the team came and logged evidence from the facility. It's now at the FDI, but some of it's been concealed. I can see that from here. Just like the name of John Jenkins's list. Yeah, the evidence room is behind a closed network that unfortunately I can't hack into. So what's the solution? We can sneak into the evidence room and access its computer. We can make the hidden evidence visible again. And if we share that information, it will catch the attention of our mole and trigger him or her to contact the ghost. That's phase 1. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is setting the trap for the ghost with agents Pendle and Walker. But I'll talk more about that later. I will disregard the mole. Well, it's likely monitoring all communications between operators and agents in the operator program. Well, that does sound like the supervisor. So reveal and share whatever it is that they have suppressed. It should trigger the mole to contact the ghost to cover this up. Confident this will work. It's my plan, isn't it? Okay, I hacked the accreditation server, giving you access permission. Let's go time even. Just use my badge. My bod gear. Just use your bod gear. Now chop chop even. It better be worth it. One case. Well, to get to the evidence room. Here we go again. Unauthenticated. Level 2, forbidden access. Jesus. But it worked. I'm sure that it would. 50% sure, don't hate me even. I'll make the evidence visible. Can't access everything. Help menu. As boring as it is, it was the only thing that loaded from the global FDI network. I have to access the files and look for the hidden evidence on your end. Have to work a little even, sorry. Is there a message? Yeah, do something on my end actually, just a sec. Just update credentials. I should be able to see the files now. Get the hidden column and see if you can find any evidence from the facility case that you can make visible again. Then come back here once you've done that, okay? Alright, facility case. Nothing hidden here. Actually, let's see. Anything hidden in those, no? HDD. Pause here now. Don't do the pause here. But that's visible again. So I had an idea. The list on Henry Jenkins. Don't you think it's time we finally discovered the name that's been redacted? I mean, it's sort of driving me crazy. Find the appropriate case file and see if you can revert it to the uncensored version. Then come back here, yeah, now each for all. Will it be us? Love that sound. It's like you won at the evidence room or something. Alright, log out and head back to your desk, but act natural even. CLSC, got yourself some snacks for the league? Why not? Why not? Sounds good. I'm gonna be switching it a bit. Let's get there. On time the Forgotten Mines to release in just a bit. I'm gonna get caught or something, will we? Will we? Anything that's not sugar. Bro. Not too much of like the smoked and processed stuff is also not very good, but a little bit, why not? A little bit, why not? Every once in a while. Back we go. Who's that? The list there. Can it be us? A big lol. This one was the next phase demo that I played. Now it's full release. That took you so long, eh? Sadak natural. Not that natural. So the evidence from the facility case that you just made visible. Let's see what we have there. Shall we? What about the list? Drive looks a little damaged there, probably from the fire. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tampered with it too. Looks like it's going to take some time to recover the files. In the meantime, check out Jenkins's list and see what name they redacted. Monka is... no, it was such a cool there. I mean, it makes sense. Should be kind of involved in that stuff somehow too, though. Sasha, cool. They trying still to find catch those who did survive. Sasha, cool. Mia's husband. His name is Circled, and that means what? He's probably alive. Agent Walker said about the Circled names is true. Then Sasha Cole is still alive. Does he know about Mia and the baby? Hope not. Anyway, hard drive has recovered some of its files. That's fortunate. Look, the file for Sasha Cole and Cody Moore. Both are password protected, and let's focus on Cody's folder first. See if we can find a way in. Being recovered still. Being recovered still. But we have another one to play. So yeah, this one I'm gonna continue after my day off tomorrow. So like on Thursday I'm gonna continue and probably even finish. Then just save it, I wonder. I mean, I assume we should. That was quite fast. Alright.